I sold my soul to the devil. This is the reality behind scenes.
Desde San Diego, California, ella es Alma, la muñequita.
Juro mi vida que me sorprendiste con ya no te busqué, pero te confieso que no te olvidé, no te olvidé. Estoy, ya no es importante si no valoraste lo que soy.
De que vas a brillar en cualquier lugar donde te pares.
Gracias.
This is the reality behind scenes. The fame is not what it seems. One night I was with my best friend, and she was a witch. And she told me, if you want to become famous, maybe you can sell yourself to the devil and you will see the difference. I was so tired of waiting, trying really hard, and nothing was working. I was very depressed and I thought that there was no other way out. I thought that my destiny, that my future, that my purpose in life was to become a famous singer. When I was little, I used to sing on top of my bed in front of the mirror, declaring that I was gonna go on TV. I used to play clarinet. Me and my family play instruments, but I was obsessed with the idea of becoming a famous singer. At the age of 11 years old, I was a teenager and I was suffering a lot. I didn't know how to deal with my emotions. I started self-harm. I started hurting my body. I was in a very dark world. I was so depressed. Self-harm, it wasn't enough, so I ended up trying to commit suicide. I tried to do that for more than 30 times. The first time that I did it, I took 30 pills for sleep and I almost got into coma. I was able to survive. I woke up and I was very mad. And my aunt and my mom was asking me, why did you do that? What were you thinking? And I was really mad. Why God didn't just let me die? Why am I still alive? I was mad because my goal didn't work. I was so tired of this world that I just wanted to escape from everything. Self-harm, it was anesthesia in my life. There's different anesthesias for everyone. Some people have drugs, alcohol, fame, power, control, money. Some people have these anesthesias. They feel like they have identity, but this is just thing that numbs your pain, but doesn't fix the root of pain in your heart. So I was trying all these anesthesias to feel better because I was trying to numb my pain and I was trying to be somebody. I was trying to believe that I had a purpose in my life. So I got obsessed with self-harm, and I got obsessed with suicide attempts. That wasn't enough. Then I got obsessed with fame. And for 5 years, I became a professional singer. I was going to audition everywhere. So every time I used to go to audition, they used to tell me that I wasn't enough, that if I want to become famous, I had to show more, that if I want to become somebody, that I had to do more things. And you're in that world of Hollywood fame. When you're backstage, when you're auditioning, you're never enough. You're just another doll that they're gonna use. I was so hopeless, so depressed, so stressed that I ended up selling my soul to the devil. Just real quick, the days passed, a month. I started having a lot of auditions, a lot of doors got open. I started winning auditions. I started becoming more famous. A lot of things started happening in my career. So I started getting very excited and I knew that everything that I did, it worked. After that experience, I went to Nickelodeon and Disney and I did an audition. They did a callback. And I thought that I was going to become the next Hollywood Mexican singer, Mexican actress. After that, I got into an accident and I had to cancel my contract with Nickelodeon and Disney. They didn't give me a second chance. They have no empathy. I got very upset. I thought it was the end of the world. After that, I auditioned for another Mexican talent show. Ended up winning that show. They call me back. I was very excited. After losing my last audition, I got very disappointed. And I asked why this is happening to me if I did this deal with the devil. And things got better, but at the same time, things got worse because a lot of weird stuff started happening in my life. Like after all these auditions, I ended up sick mentally and physically. I was dealing with symptoms of an autoimmune disease. So I ended up singing at the pier, very depressed, drinking for 6 months, and then I got very sick. I ended up in the hospital and they had to do a little surgery in my body. and it was very painful. They told me we had to do the surgery right away. I didn't have a time to think. Everything happened so fast. So when I was in the hospital, I went back home. I didn't took the antibiotics. I didn't took the pain medicine because I have this paranoia with medications. I always been afraid of medicine. I was a pharmacy technician, so I knew what the medications do in your body. I used to work at the pharmacy, so I knew all the side effects. I didn't really believe in medications. So I didn't took the antibiotics. I got more sick, and that wound got infected. It got so infected that turned black. I had to go back to the hospital trying to save me, right? But I was in denial. So the doctor came up to me, and I feel like there was something wrong. And I asked the doctor, am I going to die? Is this serious? And she said, this is very serious. And yes, you can die. She was so rude, so cold. And she said, yes, you can die. So when she said that, I took it really bad. I started having a panic attack, and I was feeling so sick. I saw the wound so black. So the doctor left the room, and I just stayed in the room by myself. I got really scared. So I started talking to God, and I told God, God, if you're real, if you exist, save me from this situation. Do whatever you want. Let's do this deal, but just save me. Give me a second chance. The doctor came back, and out of the nowhere, like, she told me, okay, you're safe. You will be okay. I give you more antibiotics. We already put antibiotics in your blood. I don't know what they did, but like after that prayer, everything changed in the hospital room. It's like we never really had that conversation. So after that, I came back home. I couldn't really walk. I couldn't really do a lot of things, but I was doing my laundry, public laundry place. And while I was waiting for my clothes, a lady from church came up to me, and she just invited me to the youth group. She told me, hey, I come from this church, and I want to invite you this Thursday to the youth group. You know how many people evangelize to me. You know how many people ask me to go to church. Like, I used to always have a person that evangelized to me. I used to go like, again, like I was so tired of evangelizing to me. But that day I said, yes, I go to church with you, because I have this debt with God. I have this deal, this promise that I did with God. I feel like he paid my debt, and now I have to pay him back. That's the way I was thinking in my logic. I wasn't thinking that God was trying to get close to me. So I went to church, and I was so regret, and I was just telling myself, why did I did that promise? I don't even want to be here. I started going every Thursday. When I was in the altar, they did a calling to the altar. And I was feeling so sick, and I was feeling so tired. I was feeling so empty. I was feeling so anxious, so depressed. Everything was getting worse in my life. I wasn't getting better. Like I had no purpose. I feel like I was nobody. I feel like I didn't have identity because I wasn't fulfilling that dream. I wasn't becoming a famous singer, and I felt like I was stuck. So I have nothing else to lose, right? I already lost my soul. I really lost my dignity. I really lost my identity. I really lost my friends. I really lost family. I really lost everything. I even tried to commit suicide. So what else I can lose? So I walked to the altar, and I was so empty. And then out of the nowhere, I feel this peace, and this I can't explain, but I feel the presence of God so strong, and it reminded me when I was 5 years old. I used to feel the presence of God when I used to go to church, and I used to listen to the music. I used to feel the peace of God, and I used to pray to God, and he used to help me with the anxiety that I had because of the trauma that I was going through. And then when I was 11, I used to feel the presence of God. So I feel that presence again when I was 24 years old. So I feel like he fulfilled that emptiness in my heart. I start having peace. I start feeling like a different person, like if I got delivered from all this darkness that I had for so many years. I feel like I was somebody. I feel like I was the daughter of God. And I feel like he was my dad. And he hugged me. And he reminded me who I am. And He gave me identity. He gave me a future. He feel like I belong there, and he gave me a purpose. He remind me the mission that he has for me in my life. And I just started crying and crying and crying. I couldn't stop crying. It was just crying, crying, crying. And I didn't want to follow him. I didn't want to, but after that encounter with Jesus, I got so in love with him. And I told him I didn't want nothing with you, but now I want everything with you. Now I want to serve you. Now I want to tell the Lord that there's a way out, that there's a way to feel peace, that the life is not going to get easier, but we're going to get stronger because you are with us, and we're going to have the peace even in the hard moments of our lives. And I was feeling so happy. I was feeling so peaceful that the next day after getting saved, I was telling the Lord, I was telling everybody, and I was writing music for God. I was writing all this new music. I used to write sad songs. I used to write dark music. I used depression, and I was doing all these songs for God. And I was going to the pier when I tried to commit suicide. I started talking to people about suicide awareness, and I started telling everybody, God is the only way out. God can save you. God can heal you. God can give you identity. And I was just telling everybody that they had a mission, that they had a purpose in their life, because God reminded me who I was. So I just want to tell you in this video that you have a purpose in your life, that God has a mission for you. Don't give up. If you feel lonely, if you feel depressed, if you feel anxious, just talk to God and he will give you the peace that you need. He will fulfill that emptiness. Nobody is gonna fulfill that emptiness. No anesthesia is gonna make you feel complete. They might numb you, but they won't fix you and heal the root of the wound that you have. The only way out is Jesus. The only person that can heal you is God. You have a purpose. You have identity. Your life is worth it. You're not alone. He's your father. He's your doctor. He's your friend. Your testimony can save lives. Your story can help others. Don't let the enemy steal your dreams. God has big plans for you. I don't know you, but God knows you. And I just want to remind you that God is with you. Blessings.